How should you dress if you're coming to Paris? I get this question a lot, and it's usually someone who's like, hey, I'm gonna be in Paris at the end of May. What type of clothes should I wear? Meaning, like, what's the weather going to be like so that I can dress appropriately, not like fashion sense. And while I am happy to address it in this general video, your best bet is to Google before you pack. We'll Google the weather, like maybe the week ahead, is usually 10-day forecasts give you a better indication than just like general averages year over year. You might have really gorgeous weather in Paris. It might be really sunny and even hot some years, and other years it's going to be drizzly, rainy, and really gross. Paris doesn't really get super cold. It might snow a couple of times during the winter. It doesn't really stick in the summer. It does get quite warm. Keep in mind that most Parisian residences do not have air conditioning. Some hotels do, but if you're staying with someone in an apartment or a home, it probably won't have air conditioning. I think I read somewhere that only 2% of private residences in France actually has air conditioning, so just prepare if you're coming during the summer because it can get really hot. So here is what I Googled, average temperature in Paris, and you can see from January through December, this column shows the average temperature in Fahrenheit, and these are the average days of rain per month. So a pretty fair amount of rain throughout the year. Keep that in mind. Same chart, but in Celsius for the rest of the world who uses a way better temperature system than Fahrenheit. And now, I don't know how helpful this is going to be, but I'm just going to do a quick description of January through December with some illustrative videos. January is typically gray and very cold. There might be a few nice days here and there, but it's usually like big puffy jacket weather and sometimes even rainy and windy. February is one of the worst months of the year. It's very gray, windy, and cold. Cold, like bitter cold. March, we are in it right now, and it usually starts really gray and drizzly and still very cold. And by the end of March, you start to see blossoms on the tree, and it really feels like spring. This was footage from last year, and we actually had a sort of a heat wave in the middle of March. April, springtime in Paris. Yeah, you can see the leaves starting to come back out. You start to have some warmer days, even possibility of having a drink or a dinner out on the terrace. May is one of the best months to visit, in my opinion, because it's pre-summer holidays for kids, so it's less busy. But then you also get the absolute gorgeous weather like this past May. We were on a bateau mouche and enjoying the Eiffel Tower. June is another great month to visit for the weather in Paris. You can tell all of these piétons, these people who are walking past, are mostly in shirt sleeves and pants. Shorts are not the thing to wear in Paris, but a pair of loose pants or a skirt or a dress in the summer is perfect. July is hot, and even at like midnight when this was shot, I'm clearly still warm enough to be wearing a very loose dress. August, it's hot. It's hot here, and a lot of Parisians escape Paris because of the heat, or they're on vacation. September tends to be still very warm, and towards the end you start to feel the seasons change a bit. October is officially when you start to really feel the seasons change. You start to see the leaves change and fall, and you still have some sunny days that are bright and cool. November starts heading straight towards winter. Start seeing gray skies, a little bit more rain, and it's chilly. And December headed towards Les Fêtes, but it's very cold, so pack accordingly. No matter what time of year you're visiting, there's usually a high likelihood of rain, so make sure that you bring an umbrella or buy an umbrella while you're here. Enjoy!